I'm Rick, your game master. Thank you for tuning in to the second episode of Ashwood Hallow. And now, our players.
I'm Ed. I play Michael Ceton with a C. Just so everybody's aware, he's afraid of seagulls. Like, really afraid of seagulls.
I'm Richard. I play Cody Ford. Fun fact about Cody is he has a different pair of underwear for every day of the week, and they're color-coded.
So you're telling me that's not a normal thing?
No, you have all white underwear. I've got 7 different colors. None of them have skid marks in them either.
My name's Matt. I play Dalton Ford, and a fact about Dalton is that he secretly watches Powerpuff Girls. He doesn't tell anybody about it.
Does he, like, watch it with one of his sisters?
He doesn't watch it.
No.
I'm DJ. I play James Langford in this particular adventure.
That's what his name was.
Jamie Lang.
Yeah, James Langford. He had a brother who disappeared mysteriously about a year ago.
That's a sad fact.
It's a fact. Mm-hmm. That's fine.
It wasn't statement, but the fact had to be just something the character has.
I guess that is, yeah. I was expecting it to be fun, a little Chuck E. Cheese.
Now we're all sad.
I know, DJ just comes out, he's like, he has AIDS.
Stage 3 chemo.
He legitimately thinks he has AIDS.
He lives in a town where things are just eating things. Well,
Fair enough, yeah.
Technically, all towns are like that, but I get what you mean.
My brother disappeared last Halloween, so now my parents just pushed me away.
I'm bringing reality to this particular...
Yeah, I honestly thought Dalton would be the most sobering character, but like yours definitely has a tinge of sadness to it for sure. Previously on Ashwood Hallow. In the once peaceful town of Ashwood Hallow, Halloween took a chilling turn. Our young heroes, Dalton, Cody, Michael, and James, were drawn into a web of mysteries and shadows. While the festivities of trick-or-treating began, sinister events unfurled, and black-eyed children roamed the streets with dark intentions. The revelation of the Saurians, the deceptive invaders from another dimension, shook the foundations of all they knew. Friends and family weren't who they seemed, and every corner held potential danger. The trail led them to the local hardware store, where clues were left behind by an enigmatic stranger, pointed towards a deeper conspiracy. Amidst confrontations and narrow escapes, the group experienced the loss of this stranger, their newfound ally. In his final act, sacrificed himself to save them from a Saurian. With their town under threat and loved ones missing, the young heroes find themselves on the run. Their bonds of friendship and courage tested like never before. As the night deepens, uncertainty hangs in the air. The true extent of the Saurians' plans remains unknown, and the path forward is shrouded in peril. The story continues. When we last left the boys, they were outside of James's house. All right, the last time we saw these skunks, they were outside James's house.
No, yours.
And they saw a Saurian transform into James's father through the window. And that's where we left off. So there you are, standing in the crisp night air of Halloween night. Glowing Halloween decorations all around you.
So I was going to go home and like leave you guys out here, but I guess shit got real in there. So
Yeah, you got it.
let's figure this out.
You got it. You don't I mean, you seem to want to do your own thing, so we'll just wait.
Oh no, I'm not going in there.
No, it's fine. We'll stand out here. We'll watch.
Yeah, my dad says he likes to watch, so I do too.
You know, I would picture like Michael and I probably have like a secret cool spot by a creek or something. You know what I mean? Or like some like sewage outlet. You know?
It would be a place that I found, but then Dalton took over and was like, "No, I've always known that this was here. I just never told you."
I found it, idiot.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like something like a fort, like
Yeah.
something you would
Maybe
consider
fort
a
or just
safe
like,
place.
Yeah. Or like a
Maybe for just a weird clearing next to like a culvert.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
like a
That's
place where
because
we
it's-
smoke cigarettes and look at fucking Playboys and shit. You know? Yeah.
Yeah, we've
All
got
right,
half
yeah.
that ripped up Playboy that we found in a ditch one time.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're talking about like a big drainage pipe or something?
Probably just like somewhere probably out in the woods, maybe by some kind of drainage pipe. I think that would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know, just broken bottles everywhere, and like maybe
Think of,
just like some shit that we've destroyed. And
Okay.
Down a dirt road somewhere close to town, there's like a culvert and a creek that goes through it, and like 20 feet down off of the road, there's like a little clearing opening where we go and hang out that you can't see from the road.
All right.
All
like
right.
that.
That sound good?
Yeah.
All right. Somebody roll a d20 for me. We'll see how far away this place is from where you're at. 8. It's a ways away. A couple miles, maybe?
I figure it's usually probably like a 20 minute walk from our house.
Yeah.
From either of our houses, kind of thing.
Do we still have our bicycle?
Yes, you do. Although Cody doesn't have a bike.
Who got pegs?
Oh, Cody's been on my peg.
Yeah, I've been
because
pegging on
his
him.
His bike got mangled, or what happened to his bike? It got mangled by something.
Did it got
By
by
a Saurian.
By the Saurian, yeah. The Saurian jumped
and
out.
the Saurian's just right back there in that house.
Yeah.
We should leave.
And you
A Saurian is.
roll a WA check for me, Michael.
This ought to go well. I have a 0. Oh, and I'm using these obsidian dice that you can't see the numbers on. 17.
17. You actually feel like you're looking at his father, in quotes, in the window, and as it moves back and forth, he's kind of pacing back and forth like he's waiting for something, and you can actually feel the medallion around your neck, the pressure shift to point in the direction that he's in as he walks.
Guys, it's a magic amulet. Dude, guys, it's a magic amulet. Look at it. Watch the way it, like, as it walks by, watch the way it...
Yeah, and when you guys
want
do
this one?
look at it, you notice that it does. It's
Well, keep an eye on that. That way we can track if there's any nearby.
Yeah.
Are you guys familiar with intrusive
Oh,
thoughts?
maybe if we have, like, the 3 kids, if we find something like the 3 kids again, we can just, like... Then we can use this to know what it is. Yeah.
All right.
Or if they're just contacts.
Come on, guys.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna show you
Guys.
we're gonna show you guys our secret clubhouse, okay? But you can't
Can't
tell-
tell
Guys.
anybody.
This slingshot just shot at the house's window.
you see just the person in the window is just gone. You look through the window, they're gone, and you look over and you can see the front door is actually wide open.
Fucking let's ride.
And you can feel the amulet on your neck moving around.
I'm leaving.
Yep. We're riding our bikes to our secret place. To the clubhouse.
I'm not going to die here.
Roll tech checks for me, those of you who are pedaling. Oh, and you roll one as well, Cody. We'll see how well you can hold on.
Uh-oh.
17.
Nice. Dalton, the alpha that he is, just fucking peels rubber.
12.
12. He's on your peg, so
Yeah.
You kind of have a slow start, but you're steady. Dalton's way ahead of you, though.
I got a 6 to hold on.
A 6. You get about 15 feet and you realize that he has fallen off. Like, you're not really hurt. You're just kind of on your butt, and yeah.
Tripped and a shoe fell off or something.
yeah.
I got a natural 20. I'm going to ride by, pick him up, and put him on my peg.
Nice. That's exactly
All big
what happened.
kid style.
And you're quickly in second place and basically neck and neck with Dalton. You can see that there's a lot of like decorations and signs about the big party in the town square at midnight.
Yeah. Do you think that one lady that we saw outside the hardware store was one of these guys?
Probably. That's why they didn't want us in there.
They were looking for that guy, is my guess.
Yeah.
I imagine there's just like a crane shot of us driving down the streets, just the traffic light. Or is it nighttime already?
Yes.
Like that yellow light flashing on all the traffic lights. Yeah.
All right, let's go. We got to go to the hideout, right? That's the plan. We're going to the hideout.
Yeah.
You cut your bikes down this dirt road and get out directly in front of the hideout. You can see that there's a light inside moving around. Looks like maybe a flashlight or two inside of it.
Oh, shit, they found the hideout, Dalton.
What's the medallion say?
What does the medallion say?
It's not. You're not feeling any.
It doesn't. It's not moving. Maybe it's somebody else. Did you tell somebody about the hideout, Skunt?
You hear a.
See, it's probably your friend.
You just hear like it sounds like a couple of kids laughing.
Shit. I mean, shoot.
I'm gonna tell her.
Shut up, Skunt. We gotta go sneak up and see you. Skunt, you watch the bikes. We're gonna go sneak.
No,
see
I'm not
what's
staying here alone.
Yeah, you watch the
I'm
bikes.
the one that's gonna go check it out. You wait at the bikes.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna dig around in my
Oh.
backpack. And
All right.
I'll cautiously start stepping forward.
Okay. James, what did you say you were gonna do?
I'm gonna dig around in my backpack, and on the inside of my backpack, I'm gonna crack a glow stick,
Okay.
and then throw it towards the hideout.
Okay. Roll for it, and then you start walking. You're just gonna walk straight in.
I
John
reverse
McClane.
Creeping a little
psychologizing.
bit.
Okay, you're creeping. You're doing the John McClane.
Yeah.
Creep.
I got a lighter out.
What'd you roll, James?
I got a 2.
You got a 2. Yeah.
I threw it, and it just went.
Yeah. It went up over the embankment and like onto the road.
I like to think that maybe it hit like a tree branch because it's so dark. So you just like threw it and just whack in front of you.
Damn, it's dark.
All right.
I reverse
Roll,
psychology Skunt into going. Now look.
I'm not a sky.
Roll a stealth, like a attack check for me.
I got a 16 on my
A
attack
16.
check.
I mean, you're pretty small. You're light on your feet,
I got this MP5.
and you're feeling that John McClane vibe as you very stealthily sneak into
He's doing
No.
the full
the floor.
stomach.
Come out on Halloween. Have some fun. Have some drinks. Have a laugh. It's just my fucking luck.
You hear in there? I hear they hang out here sometime. Like maybe they'll be here later. No, they're probably never gonna show up here.
Oh.
While he's doing that, can I try to like sneak around the other side? And I'm gonna pull a string of firecrackers out of my backpack.
Okay.
It's the first time you've used your fireworks.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Roll tack. So you're going to the other side of the embankment to throw fireworks in the pipe.
I got a 7.
You got a 7. Yeah, you end up like slipping and kind of sliding down the hill, and you can hear it while you're in there, just like a bunch of maybe a bigger rock tumbling down the far end, and they're like, "Oh, what was that?" And they actually run in the opposite direction from the side you were trying to enter, Dalton. So towards the other players.
Do they come
So-
out near me at all?
They're running in your direction, so you're the
Okay.
first person who needs to react to it.
Yeah. Well, what I want to do is hide and wait for him to come close and then jump in front of him and scare him with my brand new MP5.
I mean, really, the only place for you to hide in this tunnel is like in the murky water that's like maybe 12 inches deep
That's
in the bottom of the pipe.
I'm doing it.
Okay.
I'm doing it. I'm getting down.
All right, roll a attack check for me.
13.
13. All right.
Pretty impressive.
You can hear them. What are you two doing now that you're?
he's laying on his back with just like his nose out of the water,
Just like
waiting for
Arnold.
someone to go by.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna whisper to myself. Just, what was it?
Come at me, pussy face.
This might actually be perfect because you'll come out like covered in sewage water. And it's like,
It's stormwater drain.
I don't think I noticed Dalton like sneak down the other side, or so because you snuck down the other side, right?
Yep.
I don't know. I like to think I'm still with the bikes, like holding on, like still sitting on my bike, maybe even
Probably sniffing his bike seat.
like ready to fucking go.
Yeah, you're like you kind of I don't know. It seems like Michael. He's like a good kid, but he kind of likes the adrenaline rush of like being with the bad kids.
Yeah.
But you also don't want to like actually do anything bad. Like you're trying to find this moral gray area where you can kind of have your cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. Okay, yeah. So you're just guarding the bikes. And
Yeah,
you're
I'm guarding the bike. I like talked Cody into going down to look, and then I didn't notice him leave.
You didn't talk
but I'm
me into
still
it. You
on
were
the
too
bike.
afraid.
No, I talked you into it.
You were too.
No, I totally
Still up here
manipulated
with
you
this
into
guy,
it.
Like,
Yeah, me and him are
they're
still.
looking. We can hear them from here.
So James, where's James?
I'm up here near where he is. I'm
Okay,
still on my bike.
you're still on your bike with Michael. Okay, and so are you obscured in any way, the two of you, or are you?
I envisioned they put their bikes down and we're still up on the road. Like we're not necessarily hiding. We don't have
I went
like
off the trail.
Okay, yeah. Let's say that you guys did two different things. Then
Okay.
you're on the road and you're off the trail. Like it just shows your two different personality types, right? Okay, so they come. You hear like a couple of pairs of footsteps. And you see some flashlights kind of hovering above you as you're looking up in this murky water.
I think I need to roll a check to hold in my giggles.
You
'Cause at
feel
this point-
actually a frog as it climbs up onto your face. It's not quite on your eye, but one of them is like kind of like the pad of one of its paws is kind of touching the corner of your eye.
I'm gonna get
So
warts
yeah,
for
roll
sure.
roll a psych check for me.
20.
A 20.
Not a natural 20. It's dirty.
Dirty
that's a 20.
All right, yeah. Doesn't bother you one bit. You just lay there with this frog on your face. All right. So now because you have a frog on your face, I'm going to give you advantage on your psych check to try and scare these individuals as they run near you. And they're like right here, right now. They're maybe about 10 feet away. So now is the time to do it if you want to stand up in time.
When they enter the tube, I just want to say, leaving so soon? I rolled a 2 and a 1. Son of a bitch!
So
You got up out of the water, slipped, fell backwards, and
Ow!
went, leaving. So, ow!
yeah,
they just yell, "God!"
Son of a scut!
oh yeah. So you're laying down. You're ready. The frog's on your face. You don't even let it phase you. You're just John McClane incarnate to this 8-year-old boy, and you go to stand up at the right moment, and you slip, and you slosh back and forth in the water, and you end up going under for a brief second, and you breathe in a little bit of this disgusting murky water, and you stumble to grab onto the sides. Now you're in a panic, and you're trying to grab onto the sides, but they're slick, and you suddenly feel a foot, a shoe, right on your chest, just as they run past you, and another one that lands directly next to your head. And then you finally stand up, and they're basically exiting the tunnel.
Leaving so soon?
Hey, what are you doing?
And you see running out are
Who's that?
it's two boys. One of them, both of them you do know. The other one, only one you know by name, and that is Blake Blackwell. They're both dressed up like medieval knights, but they're wearing like Blake.
Would I recognize them?
Yes, Blake doesn't have
Blake.
a helmet on or anything.
Blake, what are you doing? This is our hideout.
Yeah, I know.
How do you know?
What you think you're so smart that like nobody overhears you saying loud things at lunch about your secret hideout?
Oh, I get it. You're just so obsessed with us that you have to follow us around, huh?
I guess you might be right about that.
Leaving so soon?
You know. What?
God damn it,
Turns
Scott.
around and he sees you. You see
There's about
Scott.
to be some important exposition, I feel like.
You see Scott stumble out of the tube. He's got like a frog on the side of his face. He's covered in muck. He's like kind of coughing. He's like leaving so soon.
Scott, we pee in there.
Yeah, his whole shirt is like this. His white John McClane shirt is like this greenish yellow color with all kinds of muck and grossness all over it. You see Blake's eyes get red. He goes, And as he turns around, he walks towards you. And he pulls this sword from his sheath, and you can tell by the sound, by the glint in the moonlight, that this is a real sword. As he pulls it from his sheath, he raises it above his head and takes a swing at you, Cody.
Oh my god, am I about to be decapitated?
I mean, you haven't.
Roll to defend yourself.
Oh, let's see, I got a 15.
Just slipping all over in there, huh?
A 15's good, I thought.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, you slipped and fell out of the way.
Well, yeah, I'm slipping. Well, it was more an artful dodge.
Yeah, you know, it exits, it's kind of a little bit of a hill, and you end up slipping, and you slide, and as you slide, you actually slide towards him, and he jumps out of the way. But yes, he does miss you. And now you're between him and your friends.
Blake, what the frick? What are you doing?
Do I get a reaction?
My dad told me that I shouldn't let people like Dalton ever beat me. So now,
Did he tell you that as he was beating you?
none of your business.
Can I interject with something here?
No.
Pocket sand!
I'm gonna just throw some dirt right in his fucking face.
All right, yeah, go for it. And you hear all this going down on the other side of the... You could run up over the hill or through the tube, whatever you think. Okay,
And you know where our
Sand,
peace
what'd
spot
you roll?
is.
Some
but-
pocket
so you
gunk.
know
I got
not
an
to get in
11.
that puddle.
You got an 11?
First
Yeah.
You throw it in his face, but it only momentarily startles him. It doesn't blind him.
That's right. There's more where that came from. He's
Say
trying
no.
to chop my head off. Help!
What am I supposed to do about that?
Kick him in the nards.
Isn't he's down farther near the bottom, and I'm
Get
up on the
down
road
here
still.
and kick him in the nut.
No, get up here, Skunt. I'm gonna start throwing rocks from the gravel road at
I
you.
have like a clear shot up the hill where I can like run.
Yeah, you
through
can,
my enemies.
but it's beginning to trickle. So it's starting, it's kind of grassy, so now it's a little bit slick and
Oh,
quite
shit.
steep.
I'm gonna ride my bike towards Blake as fast as I can, and just bail off of it before I get to him and have it slam into it.
I'm throwing rocks at him.
All right, so you're gonna charge at him with your bike. You're gonna throw rocks at him. Let's roll for your action first.
That's a 4. That's a 7 with my law.
A 7. Yeah, like I said, the hill is slick. You ride down the hill and you actually like lose control and skid out and end up sideways down the hill. So now you're right next to Cody, but you're laying on your side with your bike on the ground as well.
That's fine. Bikes are good armor, especially against.
All right. Throw your rock, Michael.
Throwing my rock. 16.
A 16. Oh, yeah. How do you envision this working out? The successful rock throw.
He's like, I'm like legitimately like, if I'm convinced that he has a sword, I'm like legitimately like, you know, he's breaking the rules. I'm throwing for the face,
Nice.
you know, and I'm grabbing like the biggest rock I can find, like at my feet, you know, below my bike.
All right, Michael, you throw the rock
Throw the rock.
at, what is his name? Why am I drawing a
Blake.
Blake.
Blake Blackwood.
Yeah, and you kind of graze the side of his head. You can see it draws a little bit of blood, but he just grits his teeth and continues to step forward, sword drawn. So you're up above on the road, and they're both down at the very bottom of the hill.
I knew he was on the ground, so I wouldn't put my bike like.
On the grounds where I pound.
And then Dalton. What's Dalton doing?
I wanted to kind of sneak up. Is there a way I could like sneak up kind of behind them?
Yeah, you could just go around the backside and up the road, and maybe he might not hear you or see you.
Yeah, I want to like sneak up behind him.
All right, roll attack check. Now, keep in mind, you guys got that stamina die you can throw in at a pinch.
Oh yeah.
Nice. I got a 20.
A 20. Goddamn, Dalton. You, just like the cooler you were named after, graceful as a cat, you disappear into the shadows of the night and just reappear on the other side, right behind that motherfucker. Like, whatever you want to do next round, he has no clue you're there. And all of you can see that just out of the shadows just steps Dalton.
So wait, I'm still above, and they're all still down below.
Yeah.
Okay.
Blake steps forward between James and Cody.
14.
A 3.
A 3. He looks down at you, Cody, the smallest of the group. What a coward he must be to brandish a regal sword at you. Looks down at you and says, You are his cousin. Maybe this will send a message. Maybe this will draw him out from where he's hiding. And he attempts to stab you with the sword.
What?
In your leg. He's going, like, you can tell he's trying to aim for a non-vital area on your body.
Oh dear. 8.
You got an 8. You take 1d6 damage as the sword plunges into his calf muscle.
That's 5 damage.
5 damage. I mean, it's a serious wound. It goes straight through the muscle of his calf and right out the other side. He pulls his sword out, the tip glistening with blood, and you can see Cody's bleeding pretty severely.
Okay. Michael Ceton is going to be staring at this, pale as all hell. And he's going to pull out that crazy guy's Bowie knife. I guess I'm going to jump down there and fucking attack in Blake Blackwood.
This dude did a lot
Right
of
before
flies real quick.
he attacks, I want to kind of, like, when he comes down with the Bowie knife, I want to take that grocery bag that all my books were in, and I want to throw it over his head.
Throw it over Blake's head.
Yeah.
Okay.
And try to push him.
What's Blake's homie doing?
You don't see him anywhere.
Shit.
All right,
Yeah, I do that right before he.
Yeah, you
comes down
do
to
your
attack.
thing first.
You roll for it then, Dalton.
Do I get advantage because he doesn't know I'm there?
Absolutely. This is getting fucked up.
Yeah.
That'd be a 9.
A 9. Yeah, he hears the shuffle of the bag, and he turns around. It's almost like an anime. Slices through the bag. The bag is in 2 pieces, and there's still Cody's blood is all over the bags and the blade, and it actually splatters across your face as he turns around and cuts it. There you are.
How dark do we want to get? Do I want to try stabbing this kid?
We should keep it lighthearted because we're the good guys. Let's not do an early conviction or felony crime. This should be as bloody as we get.
I rolled a natural 1 to try to stab him.
I'd say you just ran down the hill and just fell over. But, like, you don't really, you think in that moment from that natural one, you're not a stabber. Like,
Not
you're
a
just,
stabber.
That's just not who
I
you
was
are.
working my way down there with the
Yeah.
intent to stab, and then I fell and just knew that this just wasn't right.
You've seen a stabber in person at this point, and you know that's just not who you want to be.
So he's turned around looking at my cousin.
Yes. You know, he has his back to you, and you have a cut through your leg. You've been impaled through your leg with a sword.
So I need to fix that, but can I attempt to hit him in the nards with the handle of my MP5 coming from underneath?
Absolutely.
Oh, I got 18.
An 18. He turns around, he slices that bag in half. Dalton, you feel the cold spray of blood across your face. A light spattering of rain washing it away, obscuring your vision ever so much. But you see in Blake's eyes tremendous pain. His eyes cross. His face turns red. A little bit of a escapes from his lips before he doubles over in pain, grabbing his crotch,
And behind
dropping his sword to the ground.
I'm gonna get up and grab this sword and then take my bike and put it on top of him. He's in armor. He can't be that damn strong.
I mean, is it real metal armor?
It is, actually.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Do we know the names of his, like, cronies that usually roll around with him?
Yeah. What should their names be?
I'm Skylar and Zyler.
Skylar and Zyler it is.
Come on, Skylar. Come on, Zyler. Nobody messes with the lures.
And Blake.
Where'd Skylar and Zyler go?
So we're done with combat right now?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm bleeding.
Oh, God, you're bleeding! You're bleeding! Cody, you're bleeding! Oh, boy! Oh, boy. I'm going to pull... I just threw up all over it. Just looked at it and just...
Oh, no.
I'm going to pull... Oh, God.
I'm going to start screeching for my mom.
Shut up.
I'm going to pull the
I don't know what,
hydrogen
Mom, but I need
peroxide
my
and the
mommy.
bandages that I took from the hardware store out of my backpack and start wrapping his leg up as best as I can.
All right, roll a psych check for me.
Ow.
See how well you know your first aid.
Ooh, that's a dirty 20.
Oh, thank
Oh,
God.
wow. Yeah. surprisingly deaf. Your dad gets hurt a lot at work.
Yeah.
You've seen you've seen him do some stuff. So,
Yeah. I've had to rewrap some wounds.
The bleeding has been staunched, but that's about it. So you're not
Michael?
going to lose any more blood, but it does hurt quite a bit, and you're going to have disadvantage on anything involving using that leg.
That's terrible.
Dude, that's like John McClane when he got his feet all fucked up.
You're right. I like
Yeah.
this all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
Just like John McClane.
Michael, you have the hands of a mommy. You're truly gifted. I felt safe in your hands when you were healing me. You remind me of my third mommy.
Quit being weird, Scud.
Blake, where'd they go? What are you doing here? Just ignore it and move on.
He starts to wake up. He starts to get up.
No, stay down.
Time to wake up, Nard Buster.
He tries to get up, but he's just he's totally gassed, and there's just too much weight on him.
How does it feel to have your penis broken off?
What?
Yeah. where it is
Stop
on
just
the
saying
state.
words, Scun.
I should have aimed higher.
Yeah. Well, I aimed at just the right place. Your nards are squashed.
My dad told me I had to kill you.
Why would your dad tell you that? Has your dad ever told you to kill people before?
I mean, no.
No. Then why do you think he told you that now? Does that sound like a good thing to do?
Yeah.
No, my dad knows you have to do what he says.
Why do we have? Is he a what are they called?
Sky
Is he a
Rizzy.
reptile?
Shut up.
He likes Sky Rizzy.
I thought, what do you mean?
Is he one of those? What did the guy call him? Saurians. Is he one of those Saurians? We met a crazy guy who told us that. Well, we met a crazy guy and we got chased by this big reptile thing, and then this crazy aluminum foil guy told us that they were called Saurians and they were from another dimension, and that they were going to kill everybody. They might have even already killed our parents. It might not be your dad.
Roll a psych check to try and be
We're going to team up with Cypher.
14.
14. You sound crazy,
I know I sound crazy.
but yeah, sure.
You just told us your dad said to kill us.
Yeah, I'm the one that sounds crazy.
Yeah. And you don't have any nards.
Is that not normal?
We're like 10, 11-year-old kids, and I just came up with some fantasy bullshit, and you told us that your dad told you to kill somebody.
My dad just tells me to get rid of my moms.
My dad tells me to turn on the TV.
What does your dad tell you to do?
Shut up, Scud.
Oh, yeah, I could see that. What
Oh,
about
yeah.
you?
Your dad doesn't tell you anything like I'm out of prison or anything.
My dad's never there, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, me too. I guess that's why I do this, so that maybe he'll actually want me around. He seems real disappointed with me lately, especially since you made me look like a total pussy in front of the whole school, Dalton.
I mean, we have to be honest here. You started that, Blake.
Yeah.
Wait, have you killed people before?
Plus, Blake,
No.
listen, man. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but there's something weird going on in this town. And you're the only person that I know isn't a lizard. You're acting fucking normal.
A lizard acting normal? I just stabbed your cousin.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be.
I mean, that's
normal.
kind of, you know,
I mean,
What
he's
you
not
do.
dead.
Yeah, and I mean, if it wasn't his cousin, I mean, that was kind of cool. But let's go find other things to stab.
Shut up, Sky.
My dad said tonight is the night. Tonight is very important. And tonight we were going to get rid of all the people that he didn't want around anymore. And he said that it was all going to happen tonight at the Halloween party in the town square. The one
Hey.
that all your parents are going to.
Hey, has your dad started acting real different recently?
I never really see my dad to begin with.
Okay.
But
I think your dad's an
He
alien.
stopped giving me hugs.
I think your dad's an alien. Just like James's dad's an alien. We saw him transform into an alien. Or sorry, a saurian. It's like a reptile alien from another dimension. We saw it happen. Ask them. They saw it.
We were all there. That's what.
Yeah, that was after we got chased by one of them.
You see him just kind of just break down and start crying. Like, I don't even know what to believe anymore. I mean, I was told I had to kill you guys.
Okay, Blake,
I
it's
stabbed
okay.
this guy. I feel fucking terrible about it. This is this little kid.
Oh, you wait a second. Hold on. Let me get this straight. You feel terrible about stabbing me in the leg.
I know. Can't you guys see how I'm the victim here? You know, in a way.
I'm gonna kick him in the side of the head. With my bad leg.
And my nuts hurt. Ow! Fair enough.
That did hurt. That was a bad idea.
All right, guys. Let's just tie him to a tree and get out of here.
Yeah, where's your bike at?
You said there's alien lizard people around and you're going to tie me to a tree?
Well, you know what? They're trying to
Not
kill
like
us,
you're-
and you're trying to kill us.
You wanna
So you're
stab
lucky.
somebody?
You know,
Can you
Yeah.
let me up, please?
we're gonna tie him to a tree.
It's not like your
Tie his hands together.
Wait, do we have rope?
Do we have? I think we have rope.
I
Did
got-
anybody grab rope at the hardware store?
I grabbed all
I
sorts
didn't.
of stuff at the hardware store. I'm not tying a kid up.
I may have grabbed some. What did? No, yeah.
Listen,
Yeah,
we need all the people we can trust.
I agree, but we can't trust him. He stabbed somebody already.
Yeah, but he's fucking human though.
Yeah,
So that's
I
all
get that.
care about.
I get that, Dalton. I want to trust him and bring him with us, but I think he's gonna try to stab us again.
I say if we let an eye for an eye thing happen, then he can come with us.
Okay, yeah. Blake, if you let Cody stab you in the leg,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that is.
if you like,
fair.
sorry, I
the
can't
only
even
fair
can't
thing.
even finish the sentence.
You
You gotta
want-
prove your loyalty, Blake. Prove your loyalty by letting him stab you in the
Oh my
leg.
God.
Yeah, stab you or I'll kick
No,
you in the nuts.
absolutely not. No.
All right, we're tying him to a tree.
All
We're
right.
taking your armor too.
Yep, it's either get stabbed in the leg or get left out here for all the alien lizards.
Yeah, in your underwear.
Shit. Okay, I need you guys, somebody to roll with advantage, some kind of intimidation here.
The 9 and
A D6.
19 plus what? Psych?
Okay. Okay. Stab me.
All right,
Check this out, guys.
I'm gonna pull up the sword like a big show.
I'm gonna pull Cody back. We're not actually gonna stab
Yeah,
him. We
I
just wanna-
know.
Oh.
I'm gonna kick him in the nuts again so fucking hard with my good leg. Oh, I got a 20 and then a
Yeah. You just haul off and get him right in the nuts.
Nice.
And he's like, oh my God, no. And he looks down thinking that you had maybe stabbed him in the dick, but you realize it did not happen. He throws up one more time. And he's like, does that count?
Yeah.
Yeah, that counts.
I'm really sorry I stabbed you. Like you're like one of the only other rich kids in town.
Well, now you don't have any other rich buddies. We should team up, though.
You guys got health insurance.
Yeah. We probably have the same doctor.
Yeah.
Peterson.
Yeah.
He's got
Obviously,
warm
he's the
hands.
best.
He's got mommy hands, too.
Peterson's the best. Absolutely. He'll get you all fixed up.
I'm sure I got state insurance, you know.
So yeah, you guys get back to your bikes, the remaining bikes that were ditched, and you can see Dalton, your back tire has been just shredded with a knife.
I'm gonna calmly
Just Dalton's though.
Yeah.
pull out my bike tire, my spare bike tire in my backpack. 'Cause I knew they were gonna slice my tires.
Yeah, that you don't even got to roll for that because your name is Dalton.
Yep.
All right. Lickety split like you've done it a million times. So where are you going now?
Well, we only have 2 bicycles, 2 people that need to ride on them.
Wait, is your bike all fucked up, James?
No, your bike's fine.
Okay, so we got 3. Blake, where's your bike?
Where's your bike, Blake?
Oh yeah, he pulls his bike out. He's got this fancy like.
Who was with you earlier when we got here?
That one was Zyler.
Where'd he go? Your guy?
Oh, he went to slash Dalton's tires and run away because he's a coward. That's the problem with other rich kids is they don't have the warrior spirit like I do. That's why I'm a knight.
You're nice.
What? I've taken actual fencing classes. Can't you tell?
Apparently,
I
they
mean,
didn't
no.
teach you how to defend the low end because your nuts got wrecked.
Okay, so what's the plan, guys? Where are we going? Should we go? Let's go to your house, Dalton, and see if your brothers and sisters are still okay.
You would be kind of the closest because you're kind of near that trailer park, kind of near the outskirts.
Oh, okay.
Like almost in the woods.
Yeah,
I might have a new mom that could help.
Let's ride.
Let's ride.
And you make your way into your home trailer court, the Royale Estates. You make your way down. What street should you be on?
Jackson Avenue.
All right, yeah. So you're on Jackson Avenue. All the Halloween
Move to the
decorations
Skunt River Court.
are in full effect. And right now, you should see a bunch of kids. Yeah, Skunt River Court. That's great. You should see a bunch of kids trick or treating. You should see adults. nothing. Lights are still on in houses and stuff, but yeah, you do remember that your mom told you that you needed to stay out.
She had a gentleman caller.
She had a gentleman calling.
What's the medallion saying?
Do I feel anything as I'm riding down the road?
You do. You can feel it kind of coming. You can feel the sensation growing stronger as you approach Dalton's house.
Dalton, it's feeling like
Give me some psych checks, too.
there's lizard people in there. That's 12.
Oh, 9.
8.
10.
Ooh. Roll low, boys.
Now, you thought you saw some movement out there in the shadows, but it could have been a dog or anything. But yeah, you make your way up, and you can hear conversation going on inside the house.
Okay,
Your mama talking to somebody.
Let's sneak up and listen to him, Dalton.
Bringing Plum took it out.
Oh my God. 7.
7. You hear your mama say, "Oh, don't, hey." You hear a voice, sounds a lot like yours. "Oh, what was that?" And your mama's like, "Oh, don't worry about that. That was nothing. Just talk to old mama. Now, how was trick-or-treating with your friends?" You hear, it was okay, I guess. I'm pretty hungry. Well, why don't you fix yourself something to eat? And you hear just kind of like some casual conversation going on between you and your mother.
Oh, shit.
What are you guys listening to?
Dalton, we gotta get in there and save your mom.
Yeah. I just don't know how we're going to do this. What's
Here, I know. I'll knock on the door and ask Dalton to come out so I can share some of my candy, and then I'll get him around the corner over here and we can bum rush him and stab him.
Whoa.
No, sorry, I'm not a stab.
All right, I think there's been enough stabbing tonight. How about I go up there and ask for help? Because I'm a little wounded baby and we're related, so they wouldn't notice.
Just remember, this thing isn't human, man.
I'll say I got into a biking accident. You guys
Yeah, I know.
can
How are
sneak
we
in the
gonna
back.
get it away from her?
Get into the back and you can jump on it. I'll distract.
Do you remember how big that one was that chased us? It got hit by a car and pushed it off.
Yeah, but we gotta save his
What are
mom.
we
That's
going to
my
do
aunt.
against these? We got to figure out where they're coming from because we can't stop these things individually.
I'll go to the door and work my magic, and you guys figure the rest out.
Or we're going to have to find some adults who know what's going on and try to get them to stop it because I'm really feeling...
While we're all
I
talking,
don't think there's any left, man.
Throw them on the porch and be like, "All right, now we got to do something."
Oh,
I'm gonna run around to the
shit.
back porch.
Yeah, run around.
You hear your mom go, "Hey, Dalton, honey, why don't you pour Mama some of her new Coke?" And you can see he's like pouring one of the new Cokes very carefully and walking it over to her. And roll a d20. Let's see how effective your fireworks are.
A 7 plus 3 with Wasp.
A 7. Oh, a 10. Okay. You sure you don't want to add to that with your stamina?
We got to remember our stamina diet. I keep forgetting about that.
A 4. Now I have to find my D4.
So you got a 14?
Yeah.
A 14. All right, pretty good. Yeah. Pop, 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 pop. It makes a pretty good noise. And this fake Dalton carrying this, I mean, it's like a big gulp, like 52 ounce. Like
There's
one
a
of those-
stack of them next to the sink to
Yeah.
wash.
and jumps suddenly, and all this new Coke goes up in the air and like splashes down on top of him, and you hear him go. And the disguise on Dalton, the fake Dalton, drops momentarily. You can see that it's like a smaller lizard person, like a smaller saurian. And there's like almost like a steam coming off of it. Like this new Coke is like an acid, like eating at it somewhat. And then you just hear your mama screaming, "Oh my gosh, my Dalton, are you okay?"
Dalton, get in there. Get in there.
Bust the door open. Auntie! Auntie! Don't touch him!
So we bust in with the sword.
I ran around to the back door.
You run around the back.
Run in and
All right. Okay, so you're going through the back.
As soon
and
as
you
we
three are
like,
going to the front.
I'm going to go to the front, and as I go in, I'm going to grab the baseball bat my dad used to keep right next to the front.
Got my Bowie knife.
I'm gonna waddle in after those two, just squirt gunning New Dalton.
When we come in, it's just like a cool-ass guitar riff. You know what I mean? When the kids are done taking shit from these lizards.
Dalton?
First
Dalton.
Dalton. All right, let's roll for it. Kick the front door in, you grab the bat, and
fucking take a swing at this steaming bitch. So that would be 18.
An 18 to hit. All right, yeah. Roll a d6 explosive die. 5. All right, yeah. Dalton just kicks the door in, and in one fell swoop grabs the baseball bat and just whap! Where do you hit it? Like right across?
I figure I pictured like right in the stomach.
Right in the stomach.
Just like he's seen his daddy do.
And yeah, it's like you hear your father like it's an old kung fu movie. He's like, remember, son, if you whack them in the stomach first, they'll double over in pain, and they won't be able to defend themselves.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, you see that happen.
I'm sure it's like a flashback to like some guy coming up like, that fucking motor you sold me just fucking blew out. My dad's just like, boom. I told you to get off my property.
Yeah. Oh. All right. So now I'm imagining Dalton's run in, boom, gotten a swing in, and I'm imagining Cody dropping down onto one knee.
Yeah.
Fire the squirt gun. Where exactly are you shooting the squirt gun at?
I guess I'd blast him in the face or center mass.
Okay.
8.
Yeah. So you just, yeah. You actually totally miss it.
Like the recoil's too much on this squirt gun.
It is. It's got some kick.
I want to run over, grab one of the like 2 liters of new Coke, and I want to run back over to where he is, and then like use my Bowie knife to cut it open to just splash it all over him.
Oh my god.
New Dalton.
This went full
All right.
Lord of the Flies.
Roll for it.
See, that's it's a 5.
A 5. Yeah. You can't slice into it.
I'm using the wrong side of the knife.
Yeah, you were using the back of the knife. You were
Yeah.
real excited. All right. And now we have James running in through the back door with a sword in hand. Running
Right for his
straight
back.
to impale through. All right.
All this happens, and then here comes James.
You're just picturing that tiny little dog that barks at you every day.
I always knew it was an alien.
It's a 21
A 21.
to run in and
All right. 2d6 explosive dice.
Nice.
Die. Plus your attack.
5 damage.
Dude, its hide is tough. I mean, you only make it about 4 inches into its back with this sword. You're not able to like impale it. It's got strong bones, and you see it writhe in pain as it arches its back. The new Coke still kind of burning its face a little bit, and now it's fully untransformed. It's got 3 clawed hands, and this time this one has a frill on its neck, just like that dinosaur from Jurassic Park.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, I knew it.
Right.
Does the new Coke seem to still be hurting it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still sizzling away at it.
I believe it's Big D's turn. Oh, or the monsters.
And the mama, for the very first time you've seen in about a year, you see your mama attempting to stand up. Roll a d20 for me, Dalton. Let's see if she can stand up this round.
Come on, mama.
Got the rock going on.
You always encourage her when she tries to stand.
I rolled an 8.
Yeah, you can see she tries to lift herself up and rocks a little bit, and she goes, Dalton, run! And you see the saurian. It's almost like it's grabbing at the air with its clawed hands, and it grabs it and pulls down on it. You feel a pulse that you can't tell if it's in the air or in your mind. Everyone except for Michael Ceton roll a WA check.
Ooh.
Because I have a medallion.
15.
Got an 8. Can I roll my d6?
Yeah, you can always roll your stamina die to add to roll 10.
I got an 18.
You got an 18. So you see James, like, his eyes kind of glaze over, and he just stands stock still. And he drops the sword. He looks like he's hypnotized. And you see this small saurian creature about the same size as you, like lash out with its claws to try and get you to back off. All right, so it's your guys' turn.
I want to like hit the fucking 2 liter of new Coke that's in his hand with my baseball bat in his direction like a fucking pinata. It'd be 19.
19. New Coke spray is all over it, and it's it screams in pain. You can can see it's been blinded in at least one eye as it covers its eye up, and now you can see that it's like looking around trying to find an exit, trying to attempt to leave. Yes, you are currently stunned this round. James.
I'm going to just take the turn to like try to just dump all of the new Coke on it.
Yeah. Okay. Roll.
Think of a whole
attack with it.
like a whole.
With advantage.
Woo, 19.
19, yeah. So there's the other 3 leader on the counter. You see, you grab on it with your left hand and stab it with your right, and it's all shaken up and foamy, and it just sprays out all over him as it rises on the floor screaming. Yeah, it's definitely not in good shape. You're at the point right now, all of you looking down at this creature. You may be afraid of it, you may even hate it, but this is the point where you look at something that probably just needs to die. Like, it's hurting so much. You're starting to think, well, maybe it needs to die.
It's like salt in a slug.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll get a 2-liter and finish it off. I'll pour one out for my homie.
You just casually pour one out for your homies on this thing until I'm just picturing like the camera panning away from the alien, and it's just you guys just like looking at it, and your mama looking at it, and like it's just horrified like expressions, and there's all kinds of weird chemical reactions going on and pops and fizzes. You're like, whoa! I'm like,
Oh wait, hold on a minute. I'm gonna grab one of the Crystal Pepsis and try that to see if that works too. If it's just soda in general, or if it's,
no, it just seems to be the new Coke.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna be in the corner just with a fake candy cigarette, and I'm just pouring the new Coke into my squirt gun.
Nice.
I'm gonna go into the trailer and grab mine and my brother's squirt guns, and I'm gonna hand one to Michael.
I'm gonna check on Dalton's mom.
She's just like, well, she's just still looking down at this thing that just a few minutes ago looked just like her
Yeah.
son Dalton.
Hey, Aunt Mary, look, I got stabbed.
Aunt Mary, wasn't she
What's her name?
Darlene?
What's your mom's
What
name?
was it? I don't remember.
I can't remember.
I don't remember. I just called her Mama.
I think it was Darla. Or, no,
Aunt Mary. My legs all
it was some.
I think that's funny. You
Mary
just make
works.
up names.
What's her name?
He just makes up
It's
names.
Aunt
He's
Mary.
8. He doesn't give a
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, I don't think we even said her name last
Yeah.
time.
No,
I think you did. I can't remember
All right,
what it was,
well.
though. It was some trailer ass name. I thought it was really funny.
Irrelevant.
Irrelevant.
You,
yeah.
little
She's
boy.
an aunt. I
Little
need
boy,
help.
you smell terrible. You're disgustingly filthy, and you got
He
a
laid
wound
down in
your
our
leg.
pee hole.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I was in sewage water with an open wound.
That was before you had an open wound.
Yeah, but he pushed it into my wound.
What the hell is happening here,
Now
boys?
it's
You know what's going on? You just killed a
Okay, so-
lizard person with soda pop. What is happening now?
All
Can I
right,
have a
No,
bath?
dead yet, and I'm still stunned.
Dalton's
you're
mom.
You're no longer stunned.
Dalton's mom. Okay, so there
saying
was.
that.
These are lizard aliens from another dimension that are taking over people's body and trying to kill everybody in town at the Halloween party.
The Halloween party?
The Halloween party.
The Halloween party.
Dalton, your sister took your brothers to the Halloween party.
Can we borrow the car to get there?
What car? What you talking about?
Oh,
Okay.
Our dad's
All right,
got
guys.
impounded.
my dad's car's at home.
I'm just gonna start walking out of the door. You know what we need to do, guys? It's time to steal a fire truck.
Dalton, before you leave, son, I'm really sorry to tell you this, but your father's been out of prison for a month.
Yeah, I know.
Why did everybody pick Halloween to tell you?
Yeah, seriously.
It's all hopped up on sugar. It's the best time.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't want to tell you because, well, at the time, it all didn't make any sense. It sounded like your dad was crazy. He was saying something about lizard people controlling everything, and how they were gonna take over the whole town and then the world. And I didn't think he was safe for you to be around. And now I'm second guessing everything. I'm starting to think maybe he was right.
Dad said all that?
Yeah, he's been saying it for years, son. He said he saw a god shapeshift or something. I'm sorry, son. I was just trying to protect you.
No, I know, Mama. But maybe he's in town somewhere.
You know, I did tell you I was going to have a gentleman caller tonight, and that was actually your daddy. I just wanted to see how he was doing. See see if maybe he was ready to see you and the boys again. But he was going on and on about how something bad was going to happen tonight.
Do you have any
How?
Capri Suns?
Oh yeah, I got all the Capri Suns you want, boy. Go check out the third fridge in the back. It's full of drinks. As a matter of fact, could you bring me one? I like the mango. All right.
I think they're like Fred Meyer brand.
Matter of fact, while you're out there, just grab one of those, one of the macaronis and frozen macaronis. Just put it in the oven at 375 for your auntie for me.
So you want me a little baby?
I picture she's got us all trained to be making like the Stofers, you know.
Yeah.
Like you go over there and you're just like,
Boys, it breaks my heart that I put myself in the position where I can't help you tonight. But I know my Dalton. He's a brave boy and he's real strong. And Michael, you're loyal. You love him like a brother.
Yeah.
I have no
I
idea
love
who
you,
you
Dalton.
are. Nice to meet you. And you definitely got some gumption, son, because you ran in and stabbed a lizard person. And Cody, you need to take a bath. That wound is going to get infected. All right?
Yeah.
Cody, and you stay with your cousin, all right? And just let him make some decisions for once. You always rushing headlong into everything. I see it happen all the time. You're like, let's play Power Rangers. And then you're like, I kick the door in and run in right away.
Power Rangers?
You
What's
summoned
that?
the Zord right off the bat. Oh, yeah, that doesn't exist. But you know what I'm saying. I was just making up words.
I was just like, in about 3 years' time, there's going to be a show called Power Rangers.
I've
I've
been
make it from stock Japanese footage.
Are we stealing a fire truck?
I don't know, but I'm filling up my squirt gun full of new Coke, and I'm grabbing just as many as I can carry in my backpack. Cans, 2 liters, just whatever I can put in there.
All right.
So what I'm saying is if we steal a fire truck,
I'll fill my.
I can get into the grocery store with my mom's keys and we can fill it with new Coke. Should only take us 3 or 4 hours. Yeah, if we don't know how to drive. How hard can it be? The grown-ups do it all the time.
Do y'all know
I
anybody
thought your
who
dad
can
taught
drive?
you to drive.
You know any adults that can drive?
I know someone. Can we just cut to their front door?
Can we just cut to the old lady's house? That's actually really funny.
This is Bob Thornton answering the door.
Mr. Thornton.
I don't know why you always have me. You hear this is coming. You always have me who answer the door. You know I can't see. I don't even know what I'm opening the door up to. It's Halloween. I gotta pretend like I know what these kids are wearing. Oh, happy Halloween to y'all.
Mr. Thornton.
Oh,
I've
Cody.
been stabbed.
Is my medallion going off at all?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's you got some. Your daddy got some makeup on. Oh, you smell terrible.
It's a real wound too. I'll slap it a little bit, and just a little blood squirts into the bandage more.
Mary, Cody says he's hurt. You see Mary put on her big glasses, and she's dressed up like a witch.
Oh, good lord.
Bob's not dressed up. He's just wearing like a flannel shirt.
Dressed
jeans.
up like a World War II veteran.
But like, he turns around and his pants are just like hanging off his ass because he has no ass, you know, and it's like cinched super tight at the waist, you know, man, like that whole 9 yards.
He's all bone.
He just kind of shuffles down and sits in his chair with relief. Oh, is Halloween over yet? What's going on?
Okay. Hey guys, we got something to tell you. What would you say if I told you that reptilian aliens from another dimension were going to try to kill everybody in town? And the only way to defeat them is with new Coke, so we need to fill a fire truck with new Coke, but you guys are the only people we know how to drive who definitely aren't aliens. So we need you to drive a fire truck full of new Coke into the Halloween party so that we can melt the aliens.
His mom can totally corroborate this whole story.
You see Bob, he kind of gets up out of his chair and he walks over to the front door and he locks. And he starts pulling the shades, and you see Mary pulling the shades. And they turn a few of the lights off.
Like,
And you can see Mary, she goes, look at this. She pulls open this set of drawers, and it's like a full conspiracy board with events and people and like strings tied and the whole 9 yards. And she's like, I've been onto this for the last 20 years. I've been living in this town my whole life. Nothing gets past me.
Damn.
So, are you down for those things I said?
Are we
Philip-
fucking this shit up?
I mean, we discovered accidentally that they're like new Coke, specifically the new Coke soda, right? That really gross new one they made. It actually melts them.
What? New Coke?
New Coke.
Totally destroys
I
it.
guess it's good for something then. I reckon. You guys notice suddenly that Blake is not with you anymore.
Oh shit!
Like ever since you left.
Oh shit!
Ever since you went into Dalton's house, he hasn't been with you.
We should have tied him to a tree, and then we could have forgotten him for the rest of the event.
Well, Mary, I reckon it's time for us to make our final stand. I don't think I have many years left in me.
Do you guys have a fire truck?
I'll tell you what I do got, is I got 47 years with the local fire department. Is what I used to do before I retired. If you need a fire truck, you just get me to the firehouse. I'll make it happen.
Let's go.
All right. They get into their car. It's like this old Studebaker, you know?
We're all stacked in the back seat with no seatbelts on.
Yep. Nobody wearing seatbelts. Period. The end. What is this? Communist Russia?
Yeah. Studebaker. I'm in like the back trunk area, just standing.
Oh, Skunt, did you fart? God, you stink, Skunt. We're locked in a car with your smelly sewage ass.
What, me?
Roll the window down.
Your leg is starting to ache a little bit. Like maybe some infection is setting in a little early thanks to the scum water of the pipe.
Tried asking a couple of grown-ups about this, but nobody seems to
They just assumed it was part of your costume.
I guess I'm fine. I'm gonna walk this one off.
Yeah, so when you get in the car, Mary's driving, and Bob's like, I can help you with that leg of yours if you want. I was trained in basic paramedic.
Why me lay it on there, Pops?
All right, do me a favor and roll 2 D20s.
Got a 1 and a 10.
He immediately starts trying to treat the wrong leg. You can tell that he is completely blind, and he cannot help you. If he could see, he knew what he would know what he was doing. But he's just making things worse. He's just spreading the muck around.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Mr.
And his hands are very strong. Like he grips you like iron grip. Like ow. Okay.
You definitely got more sewage in the wound.
I'm sorry. I ever since I lost my eyesight, it's been difficult. I can't do the same things I used to do. You all hear this like kind of humming sound, and at first it's kind of low and light, and it starts to build up. It almost sounds like a screeching, like metal against metal, but it's like coming from everywhere. It's in the sky, and then when you look up, and look around, you see that same shimmering effect that you saw around that woman who was taken. But it's like spotty here and there in the sky. Like you see a house just sort of shimmering in front of you as you drive past it. And it turns into almost like a patch of rainforest. You see some strange dinosaurian creature, like something that looks similar to a velociraptor, but it's like camouflage, like it's changing its color like a chameleon. You see it kind of step out onto the road and cross to the other side, and you hear a person scream as you drive by.
Did everybody else see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, up
Is
ahead,
that the other dimension that the guy was talking about?
I don't know.
Wait,
Like a raptor.
didn't he say he had friends? Maybe we can find some. There's too many possibilities. I don't know what plan to go with. Dalton, make a decision.
We're going to the fire station, dude.
Okay, go into the fire
Somebody
station.
calm this skunt down. He's just rambling.
Shut up, Skunt.
No.
You're just
talking too
stealing our
much.
word. You're stealing our word.
Yeah, you
You're a
can't
word
change it back.
stealer.
Mary just goes,
Why don't
language,
you please
language,
be quiet?
boys, language, and like she's like screeching her tires, skidding out on the road. She's like, we're almost to the fire station. Let's all try to get along.
She's going like 70 miles an hour.
And just then you see the sky ripple about 300 yards ahead of you, and just this enormous, brightly colored pterodactyl-like creature flies out of it and towards the car. It's diving head first into the car, beak first, through the front of the windshield.
I'm gonna break out the back window, or try to open the back window of the Studebaker, and see if I can throw a can of Coke into it. The new Coke.
Let's just roll first to see how quickly you can do that.
I got a 15.
A 15. It was already halfway down to begin with. You roll it down super fast.
Oh yeah, we had it down.
Stand up.
Gun.
So yeah, roll to throw your new Coke at this thing as it's on a collision course.
I rolled a natural 1.
A natural 1. Yeah, the wind just takes it from you, bounces down the street.
Dang it.
Now you're hanging out, and instead of it angling directly towards the car, it sees you, and now it's kind of nosed up, and now it's heading directly in your direction. Your torso sticking out from the back of the car.
All right, here we go.
I'm gonna like hop out and try to squirt at it.
I'm gonna say, grab my feet and pull!
All right, roll for it.
Okay, I'm going to grab his feet and pull.
I got a 1 and a 9.
All right, yeah. The wind coming from in front of you that you're firing it at is just shooting the new Coke right back in your face.
Oh, I'm all
You're just
sticky.
you're just misting yourself with new Coke at this point.
No.
All right, so you're gonna,
Armor.
Michael, you're gonna pull on his ankles and try to get him down.
Yep. I rolled a 5.
A 5. Ooh.
Sorry, bro. You're dead.
Probably.
You're gonna die.
I'm gonna at the last minute grab at his pant leg. There'll be attack.
Yes,
It'll be a 15.
a 15. You pull him back into the car just as this pterodactyl creature swoops down over the top of the car, and you see it just keep flying, and it swoops down and grabs like a random person screaming as it flies off.
You gotta grab him by the jinkos.
I don't think that was Jacob.
Just then you screech out at the fire station. You see
I'll slam against the door.
Yep. And Bob's like, yep, I can tell by the sound of the electricity humming through the building that this is the fire station. That's how well I know this place. I still got this key. I was supposed to give it back. He throws it at you, Michael.
All right, let's go open this bad boy up.
So what's your plan, man?
Get a fire truck and fill it with new Coke.
I don't know how to fill up a fire.
I don't know either. I figured we'd go to the gas station or the grocery store. My mom works at the grocery store. I could probably get in there and just start stealing all of their new Coke syrup.
Well, we got a grown-up that knows how to do it, and we can just.
Oh,
bring it to him.
if we can just have it full of water, then we could just throw like a couple of packs of those big syrup boxes that my mom.
Can we take like 4 or 5 flats of it to the party and just have it distributed and tell everyone to throw it in the air or something?
We can just start going crazy and like shaking them up and throwing them through the crowd, or
I think we need a twofold plan. We need them to go get the Coke and put it in the fire truck, and we can start passing out free new Coke.
Let's get inside the fucking fire station.
Run!
get in the fire station. Everybody, get in the fire station.
You can see this pterodactyl like heading back in that direction.
Helping the old people as quickly as we can. Like, come on, there's pterodactyl things coming.
Yeah, Bob moves pretty slow.
Sorry, Matt's not.
He's the last one through the door, just as the pterodactyl swoops by.
They don't even notice.
No. And at the interior of the fire station, it looks like, it's kind of like some Roanoke Island shit. I mean, it looks, the oven is still on with food burning on it. And Bob immediately smells the smoke and just goes right over. He can still smell smoke. That's the only thing he can smell. And goes right over and turns it off and expertly puts the fire out. And it looks like maybe, he's like, only been gone maybe about 15, 20 minutes. Something ain't right here. Hello? You can hear him calling out, hello? He goes, you boys wait here. And he wanders off towards the barracks where they're sleeping.
I'm gonna wander off towards the garage.
So we're gonna leave the blind man to go search the building.
Yeah, I'm sure he's fine.
All right.
I'll go with him.
Split the party.
Always split the party.
Mary's just gonna stay by the front door and watch out for anything coming. I'll just stay right here.
Okay.
All right, you boys holler if you need any help.
Okay, you holler if anything's coming, okay?
And I
Yeah.
hand her a can of new Coke and open it and say, if anything comes at you, spray it with this here Coke.
All right.
Shake it up real good and just get ready to.
I know it sounds crazy, but it works.
All right, James. You're a good boy. Thank you. All right.
Yeah, I'll go with Michael to the garage.
Okay, which side we want to do first?
Yeah, you could go left into the barracks or right into the garage. Now you two are going into the garage.
Yeah.
Michael and Dalton. Where are James and Cody going?
I'll go with the old man.
I'm just going to hold the hallway.
James is going to stay with Mary, and Cody is going to go with Bob.
Yeah.
So you turn around and you
I guess
follow Bob to the barracks.
All right.
He's like, it should just be right behind this door. There's got to be somebody at least asleep here. He opens the door and he walks through, and it's like, it's cold and it's humid. It's kind of windy. And you're just in a jungle, like on the other side of this door. And you see Bob just walk right in. He's like, how many houseplants do they got in this goddamn place? And he pushes his way into this alien-looking jungle. And then you hear, are you in charge here? Ah! Through this doorway in the firehouse is a jungle, in an alien world that Bob has walked into. You are still on the other side of the doorway, but you hear him screaming.
I'll run in with my gun up.
So I picture you walking in like kind of shaking, holding your gun out.
Who's out there?
You can hear Bob kind of grunting, and then you hear a 45 going off. And then you see Bob stumbling out.
I'll run up to him and try to help him.
For a second, he points the 45 at you, and then he realizes, oh, Cody,
Yeah, it's me. Don't shoot.
there's some crazy guy's got a lion or a tiger in here or something.
Well, I don't think this is our world. This is not home. Let's go back.
All right. Yeah, you turn back and close the door behind you.
Okay, well, you should probably go talk to your wife.
And you look behind you just as you close the door, and you see like that same weird creature that went across the street. Kind of looked like a velociraptor, but it was changing colors and blending into its environment. You see he had shot that a few times. One of them at least.
And that sucker's dead?
And it's dead. It's like twitching on the ground.
I'll lock the door. I'll close the door and just lock it.
One of the last things you hear before you close the door is something approaching and dragging that corpse away off into the jungle.
Yep, no, we're not playing Jumanji today.
And then Cody came back 10 years older. What's up, skunks?
Who's the scut now? Dalton and Michael. Now, you make your way into the garage. There is quite a few vehicles in there, some trucks. But yeah, there's the big fire truck right there. How the hell that works? How the hell you just realized right now your plan sounded really good, but you have no idea how to fill a fire truck up with Coca-Cola.
Maybe I've watched too many movies. Well, okay, so if I remember right from the fire truck days, when the fire department comes, the green one has a tank on it. The other one's just hooked to fire hydrants, but the green ones have tanks in them. Right? Do I remember that right,
I don't know.
guys?
I skipped that assembly.
You skip all the assemblies.
I know.
Okay, so I guess we'll try to find where do they leave the keys for the fire trucks? Is there like an office around the area or
Yeah,
something?
you can look around.
I want to look around
Alright.
for an office or an area.
Roll a psych check.
This die comes to the rescue. 17.
17. Oh, yeah. Okay, you find your way into this office, right? And it has like a big poster of all these firefighters. Like it's more like a big wrap on the wall of all the firefighters that seem to work there or whatever. And you can see that there's a bunch of keys up on the wall. Clearly labeled. You grab the set for the fire truck, and you look up at the mural as one of the eyes blinks at you. And suddenly it transforms, and you see like the same creature that looks like a velociraptor, but has chameleon-like changing, and it changes into like this bright reddish terrifying color as it dives at you. Yourself.
17 again.
17.
17.
All right, yeah. You manage to like instinctively jump out through the door of the office, and it's one of those doors that automatically swings shut. So it
Okay.
swings shut behind you.
As I'm jumping back, I'm saying, a predator shouldn't change its color right before it attacks its prey.
It was just chilling there, and you walked in, bro.
Dalton, we can't go. Did I get the key to the thing?
Yes, and you can hear.
Dalton, don't go in the office. There's a thing. There's one of those things. It changed color. I didn't even know it was there, and then it turned to red color, and then jumped at me, and I closed the door, and now I can't. I got the keys. Let's go.
Let's go. Come on.
And then you can see, you hear like, "Ah!" and some of the drop ceiling tiles start to fall, and you can see that there's like 3, 4, 5, 6 of these things. They're crawling out of the drop ceiling. They're crawling out of the air ducts. They're crawling through broken windows.
I left.
I'm gonna jump through the. I'm gonna jump into the.
I left.
I'm gonna jump into the fire truck that we have keys for and start like flipping switches and like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing at this point.
Yeah. Oh, and at this point you can see Mary's just like, yeah, I think I see something moving out there, and like she was mostly keeping watch. And James, you go over and look out the window, and it's just like there's just like hundreds of these things outside. You're like, what? And you look at her, and she's got these big Coke bottle glasses on, and you realize she can't see.
I'm not going to say a thing.
That
I'm
well
just going
either.
to pull on her arm and pull her inside and close the door. Say, I think we should go inside for now.
Yeah. And so, yeah, you guys run off into the garage, and all of the characters kind of meet up there, including Bob and
Cody.
Cody.
Mary.
And so, yeah, you guys get into the fire truck, and Mary's behind the wheel, and Bob's right next to her, and she's like,
I'm flipping switches and shit. I'm just like
Bob,
freaking
what do
out.
I do? And he's like trying to explain it to her, and they're kind of like having one of those couples arguments where they just like are not really like seeing eye to eye, and they're just like kind of bickering with one another. And Mary looks down and looks at you kids, and looks at Bob, and she gives him a big kiss, and she grabs his 45, and she goes, "You boys live."
There's more of them than you think.
There's only
No,
I'll
don't
hold
don't,
him off.
No,
Take off.
Nope, stay there.
And she jumps out, and you can see, like, she starts firing the 45 as they're coming in through the windows, coming in through the rafters. One gets on her back, and she manages to shoot it over her shoulder. But you can see that, like, she's deafened herself in one ear by doing that. And Bob starts, and he just, like, he's like, tell me which direction. Help me steer. I can't see.
We're going
right.
to the town
I got
center.
the wheel.
Okay, Cody's got the wheel. I'm trying to turn on the siren with all the lights and shit.
I'll drop down and I'll hit the pedals.
We haven't filled it with anything yet. Okay.
No, I'm just trying to like
Get out
distract
of here.
these fucking
Ford
dinosaur
boys working
things.
in unison again.
All right. Everybody
You're not a
who's
Ford boy.
helping,
Get out of here, Scud.
we're going to roll a D20.
Skunt.
Scud. You Scudling. You said I couldn't use it.
You can't. It's our word. What?
I got a 19.
I got a 16.
Was I rolling something?
Yes, a D20.
Just a bare D20.
7.
Keep up, Scud Nugget.
I got to flatten it.
Between the direction of all four of you, and it was chaotic, all the shouting, the gunfire, Bob just in tears as he drives away from the love of his life. You manage to at least get this fire truck down the road and towards your destination of the grocery store.
Thank you for tuning in to episode 2 of Ashwood Hallow. We will be back with part 3 on October 30th. If you're enjoying these podcasts, you can help and support us by putting a brown paper bag full of money underneath the nearest park bench.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.